You just speak louder.
Yeah.
Okay, you start. You can do it.
Yeah, but
You don't have time. Timetable. Anyway, it's 5:14. 5:14. Okay, so 15 minutes.
15 minutes is a little more.
So try to manage.
Good illusion.
What?
شما بیست بتره
Are we alone in the universe? We live on Earth. Earth is a part of the system. We call it solar system. Solar system is a small piece of the galaxy called Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way galaxy itself is a part of a bigger system. It's Laniakea supercluster. This supercluster, of course, this supercluster is part of a bigger one. We don't know what is that, but it continues. So, let me ask the question again. Are we alone in the universe? No, we are not. Of course, there is another guy in another planet, in another galaxy, constellation full of masters, and in another institute at the same time. It's Egyptian hieroglyphic writing. It's 4,000 years ago. If you pay attention, you will notice by a helicopter, a submarine, a flying saucer, and a jet. This is 4,000 years ago, and these machines didn't exist at that time. New Mexico, 1947, Roswell. Mac Brazel went out to check the ship, but in the way he found some debris. That time was years after World War II, so people were concerned and worried about Russian planes. So he called to the sheriff. The sheriff couldn't understand the debris, so he called the Air Force. Air Force came and called it debris. In the afternoon, Walter Holt, RAAF or Roswell Army Air Force, released the news. Wreckage of a UFO crash has been found. Next day, General Roger Remington, commanding officer of the RAAF or Army Air Force, released a news. This was a weather. Weather balloons was some devices they used to send to the atmosphere to predict the weather in a few hours later. But it said that it was a part of a project called New York. They used some weather balloons, connect them to each other, they send them to the atmosphere, and so they can hear the voice from all over the world. But it was kind of a spy or something. So they released the news that was a weather balloon. This was a weather balloon. In the afternoon of the next day that Mac Brazel found the reeds, neighbors of Mac Brazel saw their friend was escorted by Air Force to the newspaper office. He changed the story. He said that it was a weather balloon, the reeds, and I found the weather balloon device. So, it wasn't that much simple, because RAAF found alien bodies a little further than where Mac Brazel found debris. wasn't one alien body or two alien bodies, it was 5 alien bodies. Even they found saucer, that saucer, the flying saucer. What happened to the bodies? USA Air Force covered them up, all of them. Nothing happened. If you go to the USA Air Force and ask them, okay, what happened in Roswell, they would say that it was a weather balloon that came down, it crashed down, nothing. And ask them, what about the bodies? They would say, there is no body. It was just nonsense. Russia, 1991, Shaitan Mazar, or Elu grave. Russia sent his fighters after he found a huge flying object on radars on Caspian Sea. After fighter get to the object, they said that this object is tube-like and had weird writings on it. So when he went near the object to call him to come down or sit down, but they didn't answer. The object didn't answer them. So he had to fire a rocket. When he wanted to fire a rocket, all the system went off. So he couldn't fire a rocket. Russia understood that this mission is not safe, so he commanded the fighter to come back. As soon as the fighter came back, the flying object disappeared from the radar. Russia sent a helicopter, investigation helicopter, to the location of the disappearance. The helicopter reported that a huge object is crashed down. But when the helicopter reported this, even the helicopter crashed down too. All the crew passed out, passed away. Russia sent an investigation group. It includes 6 people, 6 persons, 6 mountain climbers. After 1 month, they found the object. When they found the object, they reported that it has radioactive waste, so they couldn't take video or take picture. So they draw this. They draw this object. They say that because of the radioactive, there was a very powerful pain in their body. Bones, muscles, all of them had pain. After drawing this, they came back. Next week, when they wanted to go there for a second investigation, they faced with surprising thing. Nothing was there. All of it disappeared. Maybe a friend came to the air, I'll call it the object. November 18, 1976, Tehran, Iran. It was 3 years before revolution. Citizens of Tehran were frightened by a huge object circling above them. They called Air Force. Air Force scrambled 2 fighters, Phantom F-4 fighters. So, send them. Phantom F-4 fighters was the best fighters in that time because of sharing borders to Russia. Russia gave it to us, and these happens. So they sent Air Force sent 2 Phantom fighters. Pilot of first one was Parviz Jafari. Parviz Jafari reported that when he found this object, it was so big. When he went near the object, the second object came out from the first object and flew toward and start circling around it. After that, it came back to the main object. But for another time, for a second time, a third object came out from a main object, and it comes toward Mr. Paris Jafari. He knew that he was under attack, so he wanted to fire a rocket, but all systems were off. In the front panel in Phantom, there is two lights, green and red. It means that all the rockets are available. Two rockets are available. But in that time, those two lights were off, so he couldn't fire. He understood that this mission is not safe, so he came back to Mehrabat Airport. Near Mehrabat Airport, he was chasing by a third object. Near Mehrabat, that object went down. Mr. Jafari expected that he could see an explosion, but it wasn't. The third object stopped on the ground. He described the object as a bright object, that he could see all the sands of the desert. When he came down, he jumped down from the Phantom. He was worried, he was concerned about what he saw at that time. So, when he was describing the object, an agent from CIA was there writing all the things that Mr. Jafari said. These documents are files of the government of America. Next day, they sent an investigation team to the location of the third object, but nothing was there. Everything disappeared. All of you knows Mr. Hawking. What he thinks about aliens? He thinks that we have to stay away from aliens. Why? Because they don't want peace. They want to fight. They want war. They are more intelligent than us. So we have to stay away from them, as he said. Now let's get back to the first question. Are we alone in the universe? Now you know that you are not alone. Maybe you are not sure, but you know that you are not alone. Let me make some changes. Want to change the first question to what now? What are we going to do now? Thank you. Stay away from the others. Thank you.